Like the video and subscribe right now, and these chickens will help you defeat your enemies. I'm writing this in the bathroom because I just got into a huge argument with my husband and I don't know what to do. We and our 3 children had an upcoming trip planned for Disney World on Tuesday, a 10-day stay at the Grand Floridian and a wonderful itinerary that included all 4 parks and Blizzard Beach. Of course the parks have now closed, and my children are beyond devastated. I called Disney's customer service line to speak with a representative about how they can make this right. He promised a refund and the ability to rebook for another time, but that obviously isn't good enough. I told him that he needed to do better than that, and he said he was just following the guidelines put forth by the company. I suggested as a means to rectify this that he provide us future accommodations in the secretive suite located in Cinderella's castle. I said the only way to make up for the hardship my children are facing is to provide us with a truly unforgettable experience, one that goes beyond the standard Disney trip and will completely wash away the painful memories that will undoubtedly stay with them for years. What better way to do so than to stay in the castle of Cinderella herself? He audibly scoffed at this and said that was way beyond his authorization. He said tens of thousands had had their vacations ruined and that it wasn't his or the company's fault and they were all doing the best they could. This dismissal pissed me off. I told him that yes, it wasn't his fault, but it was his responsibility to make it right. Surely, instead of closing down a multi-billion-dollar media conglomerate that's a hegemon in the global theme park industry would have the capacity to simply screen for sick visitors at the park entrances. Instead, they ruined my children's entire year. I hung up the phone in rage and my husband immediately was like, what the duck was that? He told me I was a psycho bitch for the way I spoke to the customer service rep, that I was extremely unreasonable and rude, and that he was genuinely disturbed by my behavior. He said he doesn't know what happened to the woman he married, and he's not sure he can ever look at me the same way again. A deaf baby hears for the first time. Thousands of hours of patient experimentation went into this. Science is glory. Accurate headline. Hearing parent doesn't know how to deal with deaf baby and decides their life for them without their knowledge or consent. Me and this little old Mexican lady were talking in Spanish and this old white bitch in a wheelchair said, we are in America, why don't you speak English? And the little Mexican lady told her, you have legs, why don't you walk? I nearly died. I gave her free coffee. I'm livid. Has been babysitting for me for 7 months now. $100 a week. The hours are easy. 9 AM to 5 PM. Like a regular ducking job. And the kids are basically angels. They sleep most of the day anyway at this age. I get a text from her saying she's applying to Walmart and that she can't afford to work for me anymore. She's not paying me anything. I'm paying her. What do you mean afford? Have fun working longer hours for less pay, you ungrateful bitch. And now I'm stuck without childcare. All the daycares in my area are super expensive, and every time I have posted an ad on a local buy and sell, people have left really mean comments. I'm getting desperate. I can't believe she'd put me in this spot. This is risking my livelihood. I thought she was my friend. Hi, I just wanted to express how I feel about you as my son's hockey coach. I'm not racist or anything, but I don't feel comfortable with you teaching him and the influence you will have on him. It's hockey, right? It makes more sense if it's not some Muslim guy teaching it. If it was cricket or something, that would be different, but it's not. I don't want to make this into an issue and really hope you would consider resigning and not coaching hockey. It goes against tradition, and I'm sure there are others who feel the same way. I really don't want to pull my son from the team either, but would have to think about that if you're the coach. Chase. Yeah, know something. I'm disappointed. And don't ever say I'm not racist, but, and then follow it with clear-cut racist and xenophobic nonsense. Jesus Christ. And would make sense if it was cricket. What's the matter with you? And then saying you don't want to make it into an issue, but go ahead and do just that. Want to be rude to me? Fine. Go for it. I'm used to it. But for the love of God, at least think about really and what kind of mindset and mentality you're putting in his head. No, I'm not gonna sing, and you really should make your peace with it because you're being absolutely ridiculous, bud. Rel is a good kid and he's talented. You're going to make his life very difficult through everything it seems you're teaching him. Don't be daft and don't come at me with this rubbish, mate. Please think hard about what you just said and never talk to me about this again for both of our sakes. PSA, please do not park like this. That is my car on the right. I was contemplating having to crawl across the passenger seat when the woman who owned the car on the left came back. I pointed out, calmly, that she needs to be more aware of the cars around her when parking. Mother sues hospital after son turns gay from flu shot. Hey, I got some masks from you for my daughter daycare. It was $30 for the caregivers. Yes. How are you? Well, I'm a bit taken aback. The stitching doesn't complement the fabric, and I'm embarrassed to give them to the teachers. I'll need you to make more. The stitching has to match what fabric you use. You should know this. Like really. Are you serious? I made you 30 masks. They were free. I took my fabric, thread, elastic, and my time to make these to donate to your school. All of these supplies are difficult to find, and I used what I had on hand. Making that many masks takes time. Changing thread and bobbin colors for each mask adds a lot of time. If you're not pleased with what I made, please donate them to someone who is more appreciative. Featured comment. New Hampshire exploration. People, have a nice job and deal with nice customers. Karens. I'm going to end this man's whole career. If you want to be featured in the next video, use #dankness. You guys and gals tell me how to respond to this radio listener. She won Black Keys tickets from the radio station. Black Keys cancelled their tour due to virus. She's now asking what we are going to give her as a replacement, since those tickets aren't good anymore. Y'all are required to give me a replacement prize. Me, where are my black dress pants for work? I have several, my one pair specifically. I don't know, probably still in the dryer. Me, looking at him, well, I need them. I have to get ready. Well, I'm going to bed. Go get them. Me, oh really? I have only birthed 2 children and have dealt with so much during the process of bringing them into this world, and you can't get me pants? Awesome. No worries. Shaking his head. I'll get your damn pants. Me, realizing I pull dirty moves to get my way. I really just didn't want to run downstairs. Happy Thursday. Edit. My pants were actually in the closet. I overlooked them. Love you, babe. 3691. I went to the fair with my boyfriend, and he won a huge plush toy dog, and I made fun of him outwardly on how childish he was to have played that game, and is hugging a plush toy with his usual innocent baby face, but I secretly was glad to have it. Then I go to the restroom, and 15 minutes later, when I'm done, I find him without the dog, and I asked him, where did you put doggy? He said he gave it to a little girl that he felt sorry for after seeing her face when she lost a game, so he gave it to her, and cause he thought I was serious when I made fun of him. I wanted to just yell at him, and I hate to sound like a douche, but I really don't like how my boyfriend would just treat some random 12-year-old girl so well and give away the dog that I really wanted. Like when I feel sad and I'm his girlfriend, he doesn't randomly give me some large soft toy or anything unless I ask for it. Yet some random girl puts on a sad face and he treats her to my doggy. So I forced him to go back and play the game again until he wins, and this time it costed him $60 of constant tries to re-win it, and I got the dog back, and my boyfriend is now complaining that his wrist hurts from throwing all those darts to re-win it, and he has to work 4 to 5 hours of making coffee to remake that money, but that's what he gets for his weird impulsive behavior to treating a random girl without telling me first, and honestly when he complains he puts on the cutest and most innocent baby face that I'm turned on by it actually. Please close your windows when cooking meat. What's up neighborhood? One love. As a vegan runner, it's always hard for me this time of year when the weather starts warming up and folks start opening their windows. Several nights a week I'm out running around dinner time, and when people have their windows open I can smell what they are cooking. I've noticed a sharp uptick recently in smells of folks cooking meat, and it can be quite overpowering. Quite honestly, the odor is offensive, and I'm hoping our community can have some empathy for its plant-based neighbors by closing their windows if they are cooking meat and only putting vegetables on their barbecue. I don't want to be a stereotype, so I won't go into detail on why the odor of cooking animals is offensive, but I encourage you to do your research and join the movement of people who are fighting back. Peace, love, Bodhisattva. Dear manager, you guys need to quit being such idiots and making your customers wait in long lines forever to get into your damned store. This is ridiculous. People shop really quick in your store and are in and out of it in no time. 50 people or 100 people, so what? Everyone has a mask on anyway. Get rid of this nonsense and let all the people in and shop the way they used to. You morons are really overdoing it. Get rid of this stupidity. You should be fired. Shame on you. Ex-customer, Concord. You've been visited by a pirate doggo. This doggo will bring you treasure, but only if you comment. Yeah, pirate, doggo. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe for more daily videos.